Stop guessing if your marketing works. Here's the proven way to calculate return on investment. Hi there, my name is Dave Burnett. I'm the founder of AOKmarketing.com, promotionalproducts.com, and co-founder of Achievers.com, which sold back in 2015 for $110 million. 3 simple steps to evaluate your marketing spend. Step 1, understand CAC, customer acquisition cost. Number 2, calculate lifetime gross profit, LTGP. Step 3, measure your ROI, your return on investment. With all those short forms, let me get into it and explain a little bit about what we're going to do. So starting again with step 1, understanding your CAC, your customer acquisition. Your customer acquisition cost is the total cost that you spend to attract and convert a single new customer to be a customer of yours. It isn't just what you pay for your ads. It includes all the expenses directly associated with marketing and sales. I tend to think of businesses in 3 kind of buckets. In each business, you've got a bucket for acquisition. So that's marketing and sales. You've got a bucket for delivery. So that's, all the operations that's required to get a business on board and using your products and services. And then the third bucket in businesses is admin. That's everything else. That's lawyers, that's HR, that's, your tech stuff, all that kind of good stuff. So within those 3 buckets, the first one we're talking about here is customer acquisition costs. So if you're trying to acquire a customer, how much does it cost not only for your ad budgets, but your marketing software, your promotional materials, the agency that you're working with, the salaries of your sales and marketing teams. So just what is your total customer acquisition cost? Second thing is you need to calculate is your customer's lifetime gross profit. What is a customer lifetime gross profit? Lifetime gross profit is the total amount of money that you make in profit from that customer. So you've taken into account the first kind of bucket, which is acquisition, in acquiring them. What that basically is it's the amount spent on your internal services. So you've got delivery, people who actually need to deliver your products and service, or maybe it's the cost of the product itself. Then you take into account how many purchases they make over their lifetime. So say you sold something repetitive, like you own a Chipotle or something like that, good, they like wraps and they sell wraps. So to acquire that customer, you spend money on advertising. And then once they come into the Chipotle, they spend, what is it, $20 every time they show up. So if they come back to your restaurant once a quarter, so once every 3 months, and they spend $20. But they do that for the next 10 years. So every year they come to your restaurant once a quarter, they spend $20 times 4 quarters in a year, they spend $80, and they're there for 10 years with you. You make $800 in revenue. Your total revenue is $800 from that customer over their lifetime that they have the relationship with you. Now you have to fill the cost of each of those wraps, and then you've got the cost of your overhead and the cost of the employees. So let's say it actually costs you $10 to deliver a wrap to somebody that they can eat for lunch. As a result, you made $800 in total revenue, total money that you got from that client or that customer over their lifetime, but you actually spent half of that on delivering that particular product to them. So what you make as the customer lifetime gross profit is the $400, right? $400 goes into your cost, $400 is what you keep. So then in order to measure exactly how effective your ads are, you need to combine those 2 metrics. The first one is your CAC, your customer acquisition cost. The second one is your customer's lifetime gross profit. Some people also call it LTV, lifetime value. This is what you need to do to be able to figure it out. So this is your third step. You divide your lifetime gross profit by your cost per acquisition to realize how effective your acquisition is. So basically, if you have what we would consider a good, healthy return on investment, you want to get a 3-to-1 or greater investment. That means your marketing is paying off. If you're below 3-to-1, you might have to revise your strategies. And this is just something that you have to take into account over the lifetime of the clients. If you can get like a 10-to-1, then you should be pouring as much money into that marketing engine as you can to keep getting more clients. So bottom line, figure out your customer acquisition cost, figure out what your lifetime value is, figure out what the ratio is between them. And then a ratio of 3-to-1 or better is where you want to be. You're healthy and profitable. If you're above 5-to-1, it's excellent. But you need to track this one metric, customer acquisition cost to lifetime gross profit, to understand. So hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully you can take that, figure out those numbers in your business and help you grow. Thanks so much for taking the time, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.